we can get very depressed about dementia care, but that's not what I'm here to talk to you about today. I really feel that this is an exciting area of healthcare, the area of healthcare to be working in. And I think those of us who are in positions of leading others need to tell them that they're on the cutting edge of medicine today. There are no rules, there are no guidelines. We don't have any group of people with the answers, so that every single caregiver is a pioneer, a researcher in this particular area of healthcare. That's exciting. The other thing that I think is really encouraging is that we now know that there are lots of things we can do to improve the quality of life and the functioning level of people with dementia and their caregivers, whether they're formal or informal caregivers. So what I'd like to do today, briefly, in the beginning, is to take a little look at the problem that we're dealing with, to make sure that we're all starting out from exactly the same spot in terms of knowledge of dementia, because that body of knowledge is increasing every day. I feel, I don't know how you feel about this, but I feel that the only way that we can develop appropriate programs, that we can train staff to give effective care, that we can build buildings that meet people's needs, is if we really understand what's wrong with the people that we're trying to serve. And I think one of the tragedies in dementia care is that we have a whole bunch of assumptions that are not really valid. We often, as I travel around, I hear these people referred to in the most derogatory language possible. They have become the scapegoats in our healthcare system. And I think it's important that we shift that image a little bit if we're going to offer effective care. I think these are very challenging clients. Very exciting to have to try to get into that person's space and figure out what works for them. Push the right button. Very exciting. Another big problem for formal caregivers is that we're basically not valued in the system. Still, in gerontology, people think this isn't the place to work. And I think it's because they don't work here, you know. How could this not be the place to work? I wouldn't take a job in acute care if you doubled my salary. It's just not fun because we've got a lot of answers in acute care. But in dementia care, hey, eels and warm milk is fun. Okay. So we have to start valuing ourselves and valuing our staff and get that perspective change so that the money, the resources come to long-term care or to the area of gerontology.